Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another session with the older man. Yes, today we're going to talk about a controversial subject, my friends, because I don't shy away from the hard things. I don't shy away from the hard questions or the hard topics. So today we're going to talk about what are modern women turning into. And let me explain it from this perspective. I had a discussion in the gym the other day with a strong, hardcore feminist. I mean, misandry is very high on the list. I refrain from using that term, but it was there. It was there in its glory. And I tried to have a straight up discussion. She's training to be a lawyer. She's never been married. She's over 40. The boat has left. Life and anything to do with relationships is literally out of the question. She couldn't have a normal discussion with a man who was non-confrontational to her. And so I asked her simply this: well, what's the purpose of a woman if she wants to do everything a man can do? And she said that we just want that choice to do whatever we want. And I said, well, what is that? What are you, men's purpose? It's very clear for us. We're here to build a society that will sustain the next generation, our family, our genetic line. That's our main purpose in life. I want to know what you think a woman's purpose is. She said, to be happy, to just be happy and enjoy life. Why can't that not be our purpose? She said it with disdain. Arr! And I said, well, that's pretty selfish. And she said, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. And so I knew that I had to walk away from that conversation, because then there's nothing else to say. If someone says, I don't care about the society, I'm only concerned with my happiness for the period that I have on this earth, and I don't give a shit about anybody else. I'm not concerned about having kids. I don't care. What do you respond to that with? Yeah, you walk the hell away and say, okay, fine. And pray that there's not the large majority of women like her on this earth, because literally we'll go extinct very quickly. And guess what's happening? We're going extinct very quickly. So then I have to ask the question, what is the purpose of women on this earth if it is not to be a woman, not to be a female? What is your purpose? Because one of the primary things about men is that we understand our purpose. Now, a lot of us have been raised by women. We've lost the ability, or we've lost our purpose. But channels like these and other male channels are pretty much trying to push you to understand what your purpose is and go forth and grab that purpose. And for those of you gentlemen that don't know what that purpose is, it's simply this: you are here to serve your society. You're here to build and provide for your society. Yes, your family is your society. Yes, the wider community is your society. Your neighborhood is your society. Me on this channel is doing my bit. I build my family. I help as much as I can. That's our purpose as human beings. The males build, the females nurture. But if women are saying, I shouldn't be barefooted in the kitchen, then what is your purpose? That's what I'm trying to understand. What are you trying to become as a female?
Actress Evangeline Lilly has this quote that's now gone viral. Why are we only applauding masculinity in women and villainizing it in men? And why are we only applauding femininity in men and debasing it in women? She's hitting the nail on the head.
Nailed it.
We love a good masculine woman girl boss.
Stick to your post and follow my orders.
But when men display their masculinity,
how dare you?
And now, when men are feminine, we love it. We're applauding it. We're giving them campaigns. They're sponsored by Maybelline and Nike and Bud Light. And then when women do their normal thing, be mothers and provide, nurture, take care of things, they're looked down upon or referred to as birthing persons, chest feeders, cis women. So when we do the thing that's natural to us and naturally makes us powerful, who cares about that? But when a man does it,
Nature.
So shout out to Evangeline Lilly for saying that out loud.
Yeah, one thing is very clear. A woman can do what a man can do with machinery, with a keyboard. But a man can never do what a woman can do, which is carry a child to term, produce eggs. He can't do it. So if a woman loses her primary purpose on this earth, then earth is doomed. Civilization is doomed. I hope you see it from my perspective, ladies, because tell me I'm wrong.
If we are career driven, if we're type A, very dominant, then that means we're probably in our masculine. So what we're going to attract is a man in our feminine. So we can't be in our masculine and want a man to provide as well, because then they're going to clash.
Yeah.
And it's not going to work. And I think, Will, what I'm hearing you say in all of that is that for a man to be at that level, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Cristiano Ronaldo, like all these top players, they have to have a deeply feminine woman that has like one, super healed masculine, no masculine wounds, or already healed them, so that she can thrive in her feminine and then be able to actually support, completely submit and surrender and be like, this is your show. I don't need to be number one because at home I'm number one.
Yeah.
And that's where it balances out. And I think because we didn't grow up in that type of I didn't grow up in that type of household and nowhere in my family. So it becomes a lost concept, something that it's an imagination. It doesn't exist, but it does.
So these women want these top 1% men. These 1% men build an empire, amass an amazing amount of wealth. They amass so much wealth that is impossible for them to spend it all in their lifetime. Who do you think they're going to leave it to after they've gone? What, dogs and cats? So what he's going to want is a woman who's young enough to create the next generation for him to pass on that wealth, because that is his purpose. So he needs a woman who's in her purpose. But for some reason, you ladies want this 1% man, and that 1% man must work his ass off just for you, create the wealth just for you, an excessive amount of wealth, so that you can lie back. Or do you? Or do you want to work? I don't know. Sometimes I get confused. For some reason, every woman wants this one guy that she gets that choice. If I want to work today and just do my thing, I can do it. And if I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it. In other words, you want to be a child. You want to be treated like a child. It's amazing, man.
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
We're biased. We're women.
No, that's not a good answer.
Do you believe we're in a transitional phase between women being old-fashioned and being independent?
Yes, we're already there.
If so, what are we transitioning to?
Feminism.
I hope we're transitioning to women and men being equal.
We're transitioning into a lot of women being cat ladies.
Do you think a woman would be welcomed at a woman's march if she's pro-life or has traditional values?
Nope.
So do feminists really care
Not
about
nowadays.
all women, or just the women who agree with them?
Feminists do not care about women.
So is it really about women's choice?
No, because it's not allowing each individual woman to decide for herself. It's not respecting each individual woman. It's conforming to a propaganda.
Oh, she said it beautifully. Conforming to a propaganda. That's it. Because it's impossible for a female to transition into something that she's not. And when she is outside of who she's supposed to be, society collapses. And that is what's happening in the Western Hemisphere. The birth rate are at a dismal low. Women are transitioning into something that is not natural, not normal.
Say it again. Repeat what you said.
I told you I'm not doing this. Look, I can't support my own kids and then take care of yours. Like, it's
Mine.
Yeah, yours.
My
That's
kids.
your kid. That's what.
Okay, but we're married, so how is it my kid?
Yeah, we got our own, then it's yours off to the side. Like, I can't do that. What is that?
What do you?
Why is
But
that?
these sound like questions that you should have been asking before we actually got married.
Hey,
You
look,
came in
I was
knowing what was going
a
on.
little bit, but I didn't think I had to take care of a whole extra kid. That's
So
wild.
what were you gonna do? How does that make sense? Make it make sense to me, because you're not making
I
any
think
sense
it makes
right now.
sense. Get another job. That makes sense to me. That's how perfect. That's
For me to get another job.
That's for you to get another job.
Okay, so everything that I do in the house that don't count, that ain't good enough. But
Don't be cutting.
but when your kids, our kids,
Don't
our
work like
kids,
six.
then I take care of everybody.
I'm slaving at work, working hard, just to what the whole
But who cooks? Who does everything when you're gone? Who's getting all the kids? All the kids.
If I'm working, if I'm doing the work, if I'm paying the bills, I'm paying the car notes, your car taken care of, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, all your stuff taken care of, right?
All our kids is taken care of as well.
That's the
in
least
the home.
you can.
How is that the least?
That's the least.
That's
You
the
at
least.
home. I'm working like 60 plus hours. Where are we getting that?
So what you're saying is that what I'm doing in the house isn't work, but everything that I do is work.
No, it's not.
So that don't equal nothing, is what you're telling me. And now, but now it's my kid.
They got Instacart. You can.
Woo! There's a lot going on there. Gentlemen, here's the lesson. Don't marry a single mother. To avoid all of this crap, don't marry a single mother. But this young man obviously have been raised by a single mother because he's not talking like a man. You step in the role as a stepfather, they are all your kids, my friend. They're your kids. You freaking committed to it, you got to go with it. And yes, if the woman is working in the house, that's 2 jobs. I'm getting so sick of hearing these men coming about, oh, you know, I go out to work. She works and then she got to come home and take care of the house as well. No, my friend, that's not how it works. If both of you are working, both of you got to come home and share the work at home. And don't come with this crap about, oh, I work hard. She work harder than me, or I work harder than her. It doesn't matter. The house still have to be taken care of. I want you to imagine it like this, gentlemen. If you were on your own and you were working, you would have to come home and take care of the house, correct? In other words, you wouldn't have a wife to take care of the house. You would have to do it yourself. Either that or you get a maid that comes in once or twice a week. The same thing applies when you're in a home with a wife and kids. Yeah, you got to do the outside work and you got to do the housework as well. Because that's the stuff that needs to be taken care of on a daily basis. Yes, I get my ass up. I wash the dishes. I mop the floors. I'll put together my meals. If I need something quick to eat, I will put it together. I don't call my wife, hey, honey, can you get me this? No. Oh, hell no. No, that's on me. Sometimes I got to cook as well. If I can't do it, then I'll order it in. Okay, most of the times I order it in. Because I just don't have the patience for cooking. I can do it, but I can't do it all the time. It just takes too much time. So I tend to calculate time spent versus working. I could be editing, doing my YouTube videos, getting my membership site together, having a studio on the side, making sure that's running well, etc., etc., etc. So the 2 hours I spend in the kitchen, I could easily order that in and make the money back while I am doing something else. Point is, I don't put that pressure on my wife, and you should not do the same thing. If you want less stress in your house, less divorce rates, gentlemen, you got to pull your weight in the house after you work.
It sucks because like women don't see what I'm talking about, where they try to justify, oh, body count doesn't matter. It's not the number that I'm talking about. It's the emotional baggage that comes with it.
Facts.
And the new guy that comes along, let's say he built up his status, that takes emotional discipline. So you want a guy who has emotional discipline to sit here and discipline your ass. How is that going to operate? And forget if you got a kid or maybe an STD scare. How is this worth his investment? It's not worth it. So they hate me for it because a lot of the girls nowadays, like someone mentioned to me, I always spoke to this girl. She was 24. She has a kid. I try to make it work. And somebody was like, go younger. He's like, she's 24. How much younger can you go?
Younger.
You know what I mean?
Hell no. So I hope they know me by now.
Exactly.
I think
This is a problem. Women are trying to be like men. We're back to the same situation. You cannot be like a man and have sex like how men have sex. We don't mentally process sexuality like each other. You think that we do because you don't understand or can experience how a man feels during sex. But yet you try to have sex like a man. The more bodies you rack up, the more likely you're going to leave your man or you're going to divorce your husband. It's the reality of it. The stats are out there, my friend. We don't have to go through that again.
Body count matter.
No. Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
It only matters if their body counts higher.
If it doesn't matter, then what is your body count? You don't have to say it.
It's a in between 10 and 20.
Oh.
You see, women still realize that there's some shame in it. They know it. They know it matters. It's just that the propaganda, the feminist ideal that have been pushed on them, oh, you are sexually liberated, girl. You have complete control over your body. To whose benefit? It is not to the benefit of the woman. Listen, I was in the thick of when this whole sexual liberation thing went. I had an amazing time. Amazing. It was to my benefit. You think all of the women that men slept with during my era, when all of this whole sexual liberation thing was going wild, you think that they were the ones that got punished? No. The top dudes, the 6-foot guys, the guys that had success with the money, oh, we had a ball. I was like at a never-ending buffet.
And can be hoes.
I ain't no man being no
I
hoe.
know a hoe. I know a few of them.
No, you know a that's been clapping cheeks and he out here being successful.
No.
Wow. You think that us as women respect a man that sleeps with multiple women? Because me personally, I don't.
It's very simple. You wouldn't even talk to the guys that couldn't sleep with women.
What?
You wouldn't notice the dudes that couldn't sleep with women.
I don't like horror.
When the last time you went to CVS?
About 3 days ago.
And you ain't noticed no guys in there, did you?
Oh, man.
Exactly. The reason why you ain't noticed them, because those in there ain't getting no box. They work at CVS. That's what I'm saying. You only notice the men that's getting
But now, the majority of those women, divorce, 2, 3, lonely, single, many of them. My friends, take it from the older man. The sexual revolution never benefited women. Never did. It damaged them.
Okay, so let's discuss the old age question. Does body count matter? Let's take males out of this equation completely, which to them, a lot of them, it still does matter. Let's just discuss female and the role that we play in this and why it matters to us. So we release a chemical, and this chemical is a love hormone. Every single time we have a new partner, we get attached to them, whether or not we choose to or not, because that's just how our body works. Men don't have this. So every single time we're having a new sexual partner, we're attaching ourselves emotionally to them without really wanting to, or it's just something that we can't control. So imagine the higher your body count, you're getting attached to all of these people, and it's going to affect how you attach to someone in the future, because if you have a high body count, you're emotionally less available.
Thank you, young lady. Thank you for clearing that up. I'm so sick of saying it. I just had to find someone else to say it. I'm glad she said it.
I really do believe that modern feminism encourages male absence. It encourages it because it's become toxic. They use terms like toxic masculinity, right? And I say to myself, all of their examples of the idea of what it means to be a man now is toxic. They think, oh, this is a man. Masculinity is wrong. There's something inherently wrong with being a masculine man. And to me, I always say that it was toxic masculinity that saved me. You know, I had a healthy fear of my grandfather. Nobody played around with my grandfather. We still don't play around with my grandfather, you know, and it's just, there's a certain level of respect when you're in his home. There are rules. And because I had that healthy fear, I was, I guess, more responsive to that sort of authority when I had to go out in real life. You know, I believed in structure. And yet this version of feminism today, we have women that are basically promoting men should act like women, right? Yeah. And women should act like men. There's all this confusion. You can pick your gender. You can do what you want. And ultimately what I think it's doing is feeding into this idea of a breakdown of the family.
I heard no lies there. It's very obvious. Very obvious. That's why I'm speaking out a lot against feminism. I don't know how long they'll keep my channel up. I'm not being mean, but I gotta point out the obvious, man. It's really ruining us as a society. I was a feminist in the early days. I believe in equality. But this crap that they're pushing these days, this isn't feminism, man. This is something else.
So, you know, Jeff Bezos is married to his wife for 25 years, and then they decided to get a divorce. Who does she remarry? A school teacher. Why? She is done being married with a super driven guy. It's like, go, 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 go. Finally, she's like, dude, I'm done. I just want a school teacher who gets up at 3 o'clock, does a little bit of homework, and then we can go have a drink. We can go have some wine. And it's just not that driven, not that ambitious. I'm done with it. But in about 5 years, she's going to be bored out of her mind. And she may be laying in bed next to him, and he's just doing the same exact thing. And he may say, I freaking miss that crazy psycho Jeff Bezos guy, right? We're weird creatures. We're constantly going back and forth with anything that we do. You buy a sports car, it's too loud, the engine's too loud. I just want a Tesla. I just want a quiet car. You know what? I don't hear the engine. Where's the engine? A car shouldn't be a car without an engine. We're never happy. So,
and that's what happens to women who've gone through their whole phase. This was a perfect example. So she's gone through that whole phase. Guess what? Nothing else will ever be exciting to her. And you know women get bored more than and faster than men. That's why we have so many women cheating in their marriages. All right, guys, listen. I'm going to lock it down there. Give me a thumbs up on this message. Let's have a discussion in the comment section, my friends. Hey, we're here to live and learn and not make stupid mistakes. Let's live the best life we can and leave this world the best as we can. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up, please, as you leave. If you want to book a session, get me over on askanolderman.com. Of course, you can also register for my membership site that's about to open. It is still free to join as I go through it, working out the bugs. I haven't opened it up yet. Still working on it, guys. Have a little patience with me. It's coming. It's coming. I'm close. The good thing is I'm making a lot of content and putting it on there. So you guys will have a rich site to come and, visit when you're ready to log in. All right. So until next time, remember, guys, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.